Welcome back to CarWow 787, where we explore the biggest, boldest, and most powerful engines in the world. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Whether you're a fan of diesel beasts, military-grade machinery, or just love the sound of raw power, this is the place to be. Today, we're stepping away from the highway and diving deep into a marine monster that redefines the word power. We're talking about the MTU 8000 engine, an engineering titan that delivers raw force where it matters most. You won't find it under the hood of a semi-truck, but it deserves a spot in any serious conversation about diesel dominance. Built not just for performance, but for endurance and reliability on the high seas, the MTU 8000 isn't just an engine, it's a mechanical force of nature. The MTU 8000 is a series of massive diesel engines designed and manufactured by Rolls-Royce Power Systems under the MTU brand. MTU, which stands for Motor and Unturbine Union, is known around the globe for building some of the most reliable and durable diesel engines ever made. While MTU has engines across many power classes, the 8000 series sits right at the top, developed specifically for high-end naval, commercial, and passenger ship applications. This engine isn't about just moving a vehicle, it's about moving tens of thousands of tons of steel through water, in rough conditions, without ever breaking down. Let's start with the basics. The MTU 8000 is a 20-cylinder V-engine that delivers up to 10,000 kilowatts or over 13,000 horsepower. That's not a typo. This engine produces more horsepower than an entire fleet of trucks combined. Designed to operate at 1,150 RPM, it strikes a balance between efficiency and durability, offering high power output without sacrificing longevity. The displacement of this monster is staggering. Each cylinder displaces around 2 liters, giving the engine a total displacement of over 45 liters. And if that number didn't make your jaw drop, consider this. The engine itself weighs close to 100,000 pounds. That's 50 tons of finely tuned German engineering, built to withstand the most punishing marine conditions on Earth. One of the most remarkable things about the MTU 8000 is that it uses a common rail fuel injection system just like modern truck engines, but scaled up to an entirely different level. This allows for incredibly precise fuel delivery, even at high loads and under extreme conditions. The result is an engine that not only performs with unbelievable consistency but also meets the toughest emission standards in the marine industry, including IMO Tier 2 and even Tier 3 with additional SCR technology. Now, let's talk application. Where do you actually find an engine like this? Not in your garage, and definitely not under the hood of a Peterbilt. The MTU 8000 is used in high-speed ferries, megayachts, frigates, and even amphibious assault ships for military navies around the world. The U.S. Navy's Independence-class littoral combat ships are powered by MTU 8000 engines. These ships operate at high speed near the shore and need engines that can handle combat demands, extreme conditions, and relentless reliability, and MTU delivers exactly that. What makes the MTU 8000 so respected isn't just the power, it's the way it handles stress over time. Engines of this magnitude face enormous challenges: saltwater corrosion, high load fluctuations, temperature extremes, and constant operational demand. The MTU 8000 is designed with a modular structure, which simplifies maintenance and reduces downtime. Components like turbochargers, fuel pumps, and control units are positioned for easy access, so the engine can be serviced quickly without requiring a complete teardown. The electronics system on the MTU 8000 is a marvel in its own right. MTU's proprietary automation system called the Colosseum system monitors every single engine parameter in real time. It controls injection timing, monitors wear, calculates predictive maintenance schedules, and even communicates directly with the ship's control center. This level of integration isn't just smart, it's necessary. When you're powering a naval warship or a 50,000-ton ferry, every second counts. Let's dig into fuel consumption for a moment. You might assume that an engine with over 13,000 horsepower would burn through diesel like there's no tomorrow, and you'd be right, to a degree. But MTU has optimized the 8000 for fuel efficiency as much as possible. Specific fuel consumption sits around 190 grams per kilowatt-hour under typical load, which is surprisingly competitive for its size class. And when you consider the scale, how much mass these engines move, it becomes clear that the MTU 8000 is engineered for both power and practicality. You also have to appreciate how quiet this engine runs, relatively speaking. For its size, the noise and vibration levels are remarkably low. That's not just for comfort, it also plays a role in stealth for naval vessels and reduces wear on onboard systems. The engine's mounts and balance shafts are carefully engineered to absorb and redirect vibration. This is the kind of detail that separates a great engine from just a powerful one. Cooling is another area where the MTU 8000 stands out. It uses a closed freshwater cooling system in combination with seawater heat exchangers. This dual-loop system allows the engine to operate at a consistent internal temperature even when external water conditions change. The result: less thermal stress, longer component life, and better overall performance. MTU also made durability a top priority in the 8000 series. These engines are designed for a service life exceeding 30,000 operating hours between overhauls, assuming regular maintenance. That's years of continuous operation, pushing massive ships across oceans, and because of their modularity, when service is required, it can often be done in place, rather than removing the engine entirely. That keeps ships in service and operational costs down. Let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer engineering scale of an engine like this. The crankshaft alone weighs several tons. The pistons are the size of buckets. Turbochargers on this thing are larger than the average car engine. Everything about the MTU 8000 is oversized but refined. It's not brute force for the sake of it. Every part, every system, is designed with precision and purpose. While most of us won't ever get behind the controls of a vessel powered by the MTU 8000, it's important to understand why engines like this matter. They represent the frontier of diesel engine technology. The same engineering principles that make these massive engines reliable and efficient at sea are also used to improve the engines we see in trucks, generators, and industrial machines. It's all connected. And just like in the world of over-the-road trucking, uptime is everything in the marine world. That's why MTU engines, particularly the 8000 series, are trusted by military and commercial operators alike. They're not flashy, they're not built for attention. They're built for performance, and they do their job, year after year, voyage after voyage. MTU also supports the 8000 series with a global network of service centers, training programs, and digital tools. If a ship powered by an 8000 series engine encounters an issue in the middle of the Pacific, technicians can often diagnose the problem remotely and guide the crew through a solution. It's not just about selling an engine, it's about supporting a mission. There's a saying in engineering: reliability is earned, not claimed. And with the MTU 8000, that reliability has been earned over decades of hard use in some of the toughest environments imaginable. It's the kind of engine that reminds us what diesel power is truly capable of when it's pushed to the extreme. So, whether you're a diesel mechanic, an engineering student, a trucker who loves big machines, or just someone fascinated by horsepower and torque, the MTU 8000 deserves your attention. It might not haul freight across state lines, but it moves nations across oceans, and that's a whole different kind of power. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the MTU 8000 engine, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your fellow diesel fans. Let us know in the comments if there's another engine you want us to cover: marine, land, or even air. We've got more massive machines and legendary engines coming your way soon.